Hello, my dears. Have you ever stopped to think about how some blouses that used to be our favorites just don't seem to work for our current bodies anymore? That's right. As the years go by, our style evolves, and with it comes the wisdom to understand what truly flatters us. The right choice can make us look more elegant, modern, and confident, while the wrong one can flatten our silhouette, add volume where we don't want it, or even make us look outdated. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. The blouses that no longer belong in the ideal wardrobe for us, women over 60. And of course, the best options to replace them with, full of charm, comfort, and style. But before we dive into this content that promises to transform the way you see yourself in the mirror, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like if you love fashion tips made for real women, just like you and me, and tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love seeing how far our little network of elegance is reaching. Now let's discover together which blouses no longer work, and how to replace them with versions that reflect exactly who you are today. Authentic, mature, and absolutely fabulous. 1. Blouses with exaggerated ruffles. Ah, ruffles. Once a symbol of romance, softness, and even a touch of boldness. But like everything in life, there's a fine line between charming and excessive. And that line can be tricky, especially in fashion after 60. Those blouses covered in layers, large ruffles scattered over the shoulders, sleeves, or bust can create a bulky, unflattering look that even feels a bit childish. Instead of highlighting our bodies, they add volume where we don't need it and pull focus from the areas we actually want to enhance. But that doesn't mean we have to give up romantic details altogether. The solution lies in subtle, well-placed ruffles. A small ruffle at the neckline or a gentle wave at the hem can absolutely bring a touch of femininity to your look without compromising sophistication. The secret is in the balance. Less is more. Choose blouses made from light fabrics like cotton gauze, viscose, or silk. They move delicately and don't add unnecessary bulk. These fabrics glide over the body instead of puffing it up, and the result is a shift from clumsy to refined. A discreet ruffle is like a smile in your outfit. Soft, charming, and always welcome. 2 halter tops. Ah, the halter top. Who didn't have one of those back in the 70s or 80s, with the back completely exposed and that freeing, breezy feeling? But darling, the truth is that while that piece may have been charming in our youth, it no longer fits the elegance that comes with maturity. The main issue with halter tops isn't just the exposed back and shoulders, it's the lack of support and structure for the bust, especially when dealing with fuller chests, more delicate skin, or natural sagging that comes with age. And let me tell you, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But here's the good news. There's a stylish and comfortable way to show off your upper body without resorting to halter tops. Try a blouse with a high neckline, one that fits snugly around the neck but keeps the back fully covered. This style brings attention to the shoulders and collarbone in a graceful way, without exposing the back or requiring any tricky ties or open details. It adds a sophisticated, sculpted look to your outfit, creating clean lines that elongate the torso and give a sense of refinement. Whether in crepe, viscose, or a soft knit, this kind of blouse is perfect for both casual elegance and more polished occasions, all while offering comfort, support, and timeless style. Another wonderful alternative is the off-the-shoulder blouse with soft elastic around the neckline. It highlights the collarbone, reveals a flattering amount of skin, and keeps the bust well supported. And if it's made of a fluid fabric like viscose or light cotton, the fit will be flawless. Pair it with fitted trousers or high-waisted skirts to balance your shape. And for an extra touch of glam, long necklaces or bold earrings will elongate your neck and draw the eye upward. All without any effort, darling. 3 tops that are too tight or clingy. Now let's talk about that blouse. The one that's so tight it might as well be sewn onto your skin. I know we often buy these pieces thinking, this will shape my body. Or it looks sexy, right? But after 60, my queen, the effect can be quite the opposite. These ultra-fitted blouses tend to accentuate every little fold, every line of the body, and not in a flattering way. Another elegant option is choosing structured fabrics with a straight or A-line cut. Think cotton linen blends, heavier cottons, or even firm crepes. These materials won't cling to the body, but they also won't swallow you up. They simply skim the shape, creating a clean, sophisticated silhouette. Here's a little stylist secret. To slim your shape visually, look for blouses with slightly recessed side seams or vertical details like buttons, seams, or paneling in similar tones. These optical tricks work wonders without ever needing tight-fitting clothes. And best of all, you'll move with ease all day long and look stunning doing it. 4. Blouses made of synthetic fabric with no drape. Have you ever had that blouse that looks stunning on the hanger, but on your body, turned into a complete disaster? That's right. The culprit is often the synthetic stiff fabric. These materials, like shiny polyester, plastic-feeling knits, or that scratchy crepe that doesn't breathe, are unforgiving. They cling to every curve, highlight everything, and worst of all, don't let your skin breathe. Another valuable tip is to invest in high-quality, subtly structured fabrics, such as linen blend viscose, silk crepe, or even tightly woven cotton. These materials create a refined silhouette without needing much effort. A simple blouse, when made of the right fabric, can make you look like you stepped out of a fashion editorial. If you're going for something more casual, a cotton shirt with a touch of elastane or a well-made viscose tunic will do the trick elegantly. And for that extra bit of charm, go for matte, neutral colors like taupe, navy, sand, or terracotta. These tones pair beautifully with everything, have a naturally sophisticated feel, and never go out of style. I've strapless blouses, no straps. Ah, the strapless blouse, that persistent piece that keeps slipping down and making us tug it back up every 5 minutes, caught in a never-ending game of hide-and-seek with the bra. It often flattens the bust, emphasizes back rolls and arm areas, and above all, doesn't flatter delicate skin or anyone needing more support in the chest area. The result? Often the exact opposite of what we hoped for. Instead of confidence, it delivers visible discomfort and insecurity. And let's be honest, the days of suffering in uncomfortable clothes are long gone, aren't they? A wonderful alternative is the one-shoulder blouse, also known as an asymmetrical neckline. This cut modernly highlights the neckline, feels current, and completely avoids the teenager trying to look grown-up vibe. By exposing one shoulder and covering the other, it creates a sense of balance, elongates the neck visually, and provides more structure for the bust. Choose fabrics with a bit of weight, a soft crepe, high-quality poplin, or even a structured knit. And if you're aiming for a powerful evening look, go for classic tones like wine, emerald, black, or deep teal. You'll be dazzling all summer long, without needing to adjust your blouse every few steps. 6. Cropped tops, very short. Now, let's talk about a recent trend that has taken over store windows, social media, and even department stores. Cropped tops, those tiny blouses that stop right above the belly button. Yes, they might seem trendy, youthful, even daring, but in practice, for most women over 60, they can be a real challenge. That's because this style cuts the silhouette at a tricky spot, often emphasizing the abdominal area and sending the wrong message. That we're trying to prove a youthfulness that no longer needs to be proven. On top of that, their short length makes it difficult to pair with bottoms that create a harmonious silhouette, leading to a choppy or even awkward look. And let's be honest, the last thing we want is to spend the day worrying if our top is riding up, right? But here's the good news. You can achieve the same light modern effect of a crop top without showing anything you don't want to. A great alternative is a blouse that's slightly shortened, ending right at the waistline. It creates the same elongating effect, especially when paired with high-waisted pieces like skirts, wide-leg pants, or tailored trousers. This combo gives just a hint of shape without exposing any skin and balances the look beautifully. And when the blouse is made of a quality fabric, the transformation is immediate, from teenager trying too hard to a woman who owns her style. 7 oversized blouses with no structure. Ah, comfort! How lovely it is to wear something loose that doesn't cling, squeeze, or bother us. But my queen, there's a fine line between feeling comfortable and hiding under a tent of fabric. The overly oversized blouse, the one that looks 3 sizes too big, ends up swallowing your silhouette, flattening your proportions, and leaving you with a sloppy, shapeless look. But don't worry, this doesn't mean you need to go back to stiff, overly structured clothing. There's a delightful middle ground. Blouses with a straight or subtly tailored cut, made from fabrics with the right balance of weight and fluidity. These pieces draw vertical lines on the body, elongate the silhouette, and keep the elegance without sacrificing comfort. A great example is a linen shirt with a loose cut but well-positioned shoulders and soft shaping at the waist. Pair it with tailored pants or straight-leg jeans, and voila, you'll have a modern, elegant, and yes, comfortable look. Because what makes an outfit look outdated isn't the loose fit, it's the lack of intentional structure. 8 blouses with oversized or poorly placed bows. Hop bows! So charming at first glance, yet so tricky when worn without care. A poorly placed bow can do exactly the opposite of what you intend. Instead of flattering, it adds visual bulk, creates volume where you don't want it, and even steals the elegance of your outfit. And when they're just too big? Oh my dear, the risk is ending up looking like you walked straight out of a holiday store window. But before you declare war on bows, take a deep breath. Because yes, it is possible to wear them with plenty of charm and elegance. The golden tip is to go for smaller, more structured bows made from light fabrics like silk, viscose, or crepe. These materials flow beautifully, they don't puff up, and they make the bow feel like an organic part of the blouse, not some awkward accessory hanging there by mistake. A delicate bow at the collar, like a classic pussy bow, can be incredibly refined, especially when paired with solid colored blouses in neutral or muted tones. It's also worth exploring long, soft bows that hang vertically, subtly elongating your silhouette with grace and precision. No exaggeration, just thoughtful style that highlights you, not the bow. Another fabulous trick is to play with asymmetry. A bow placed on the side of the collar or near the shoulder breaks the stiffness of the look and brings in a modern, feminine vibe. And whenever you're wearing a blouse where the bow is the star of the show, keep the rest of the outfit simple. A pair of tailored trousers, a dainty earring, and voila, you're ready to turn heads. Because at the end of the day, that's what fashion is all about. Balance. And the right bow, my queen, might just be the touch of softness and sophistication your outfit was missing. 9 blouses with childish or cartoonish prints. And now, let's wrap up our list with a piece that might seem harmless, but can completely undermine the sophistication of your outfit. Blouses with childish or cartoon-style prints. We're talking about those tops with cute kittens, puppies wearing sunglasses, colorful balloons, silly phrases, emojis, or cartoon drawings. And the most important thing, these prints undermine your presence. Because you are not a caricature. You are deep, intriguing, and you have so much more to express through your style. But don't worry, prints can absolutely be your friend when chosen wisely. Delicate geometric prints, subtle florals, thin vertical stripes, and even the timeless polka dots work beautifully. Choose versions with dark or neutral backgrounds, which add depth and elegance, and avoid overly bright colors or strong contrasting patterns. That way, the print becomes a natural part of your look, not a distraction. Another great tip is to look for prints inspired by nature or art. Think leaves, watercolor patterns, arabesques, or ethnic motifs in softer tones. These bring charm and originality to your outfit without being overwhelming. And if you love animal prints, which never go out of style, opt for more discreet versions in neutral tones and softer shapes. A perfect example, a zebra print blouse in black and off-white with a polished cut will make you look powerful without feeling like you're dressed for a costume party. A print doesn't have to be childish to be fun, it just needs to be smart and well chosen. And for those of you who like to play a little with style in a tasteful way, invest in printed blouses with classic silhouettes, like button-down shirts, elegant tunics, or square-neck blouses. Combining a refined cut with a well-selected print is a true style hack. And you, my dear, have everything it takes to be the perfect portrait of elegant ease. So forget the cats and emojis, and embrace prints that tell the story of who you are, a strong, beautiful woman full of life experience and style. And tell me, do any of these blouses still live in your wardrobe? And which tip inspired you to refresh your look and try something new? Remember, my love, the most important thing isn't following strict fashion rules, but learning how to make fashion your ally. With thoughtful, loving choices, you can honor your body, your style, and your journey, and show the world that elegance has no expiration date. If this content helped you see your closet with new eyes, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the fashion tips made especially for women like you and me, real, mature, and full of inner sparkle. Share this video with that friend who also loves to dress well and deserves to feel even more beautiful. And be sure to check out the other videos on the channel. There's plenty of inspiration waiting for you. I'll see you in the next one, with more fashion, more charm, and more power to help you dress like the amazing woman you are.